I had spent weeks planning the perfect surprise. Our anniversary was coming up, and I wanted to make it special. Madison had been busier than usual at work lately, late nights, weekend meetings, always glued to her phone. I figured she was stressed, so I decided to do something thoughtful, something romantic. I bought her a custom-made diamond bracelet, the kind she had admired once in a jewelry store but brushed off as too expensive. Money wasn't an issue for me. I was successful in my field, had built a comfortable life for us. But lately, it felt like she had forgotten we even had a life together. Still, I convinced myself it was just work pressure. I should have known better. That morning, I called her assistant. "Hey, Brianna, I need a favor. Can you let me into Maddie's office? I want to leave something special for her before she gets in." There was hesitation on the other end. Then, a soft, yeah, sure, Mr. Carter. She's not here yet, so you should be fine. I smiled. Thanks, I owe you one. By noon, I was in her office, waiting behind the couch, ready to surprise her. I wanted to see her smile. Instead, I saw my marriage burn. The door burst open. I expected Maddie to walk in alone, maybe exhausted from her long morning. But she wasn't alone. A man followed her inside, laughing, his voice too familiar in a way that made my skin crawl. She giggled, and then she grabbed his face and kissed him. Deep, passionate, lustful. I felt the air leave my lungs. My hands clenched into fists. The gift box in my pocket felt like a sick joke now. I stepped out. She gasped so hard that she choked. The man? Eyes wide. Frozen. For a second, the three of us stood there. Then, everything exploded. I lunged. I didn't care about words. Didn't care about explanations. I wanted blood. I swung at the bastard first. He barely dodged, stumbling back into her desk. "Jake, stop." Maddie screamed, grabbing my arm. I shoved her off, my vision red with fury. The guy tried to say something, tried to explain. I didn't care. I grabbed him by his collar and threw him against the window. The glass cracked, sending a thunderous noise through the office. "Who the hell are you?" I roared. He stammered, hands up. I don't give a damn." I spat, grabbing his wrist and twisting. He let out a pained yelp. Maddie was screaming now, shoving at me, her face twisted in panic. "Jake, stop, please. Let him go." I turned to her, breathing ragged, chest heaving. Her lips, ***, the same ones I kissed every morning, ***, were swollen from his mouth. That was the moment I snapped. I let go of the guy, but only to grab Maddie's desk lamp and hurl it across the room. It shattered against the wall, glass raining onto the carpet. Her lover took the distraction as a chance to run. He bolted for the door, throwing it open so fast it slammed into the frame. Gone. A coward. Maddie stood there, breathing heavily, eyes darting between me and the destruction I had caused. Her office was a wreck. The window was shattered, her desk lamp broken, papers and books scattered everywhere. And I was just getting started. I wasn't done. I wiped my mouth, still tasting the anger burning through me. Maddie took a step toward me, hands raised as if I was the problem. "Jake, just listen to me. It's not what it looks like." I laughed. A dark, hollow, disbelieving laugh. "Not what it looks like?" I repeated, voice dripping with venom. "I caught you sucking another man's face in your office, Maddie. What the hell am I supposed to think?" She opened her mouth. I didn't let her speak. Instead, I reached into my pocket, pulling out the bracelet. The one I had bought to celebrate our love. The one I was going to surprise her with. I held it up. Her face crumpled. I tossed it onto the floor. It landed near the broken glass. "Happy anniversary, sweetheart." Her hands flew to her mouth as she let out a muffled sob. I wasn't done. I turned to her computer. The one where she kept all her work, her client lists, her bookings. I grabbed the monitor and ripped it from the desk. Slammed it against the wall. She screamed. I grabbed files, knocking them onto the floor, stomping over them. She rushed toward me, grabbing my arms. "Stop it. You're acting crazy." I shook her off, eyes wild. "You don't get to call me crazy." I roared. "You cheated. You betrayed me." I knocked over her coffee stand, the mug shattering on impact. I grabbed the chair and threw it against the wall. More destruction. More chaos. Because that's what she had done to our marriage. I was just returning the favor. Security finally rushed in, dragging me back. Maddie was hysterical now, her face red with humiliation. "Mr. Carter, you need to leave." "Gladly," I spat. I turned to her one last time. I hope he was worth it. She didn't say anything. Because she knew he wasn't. I wasn't finished ruining her. The moment I stepped out of that office, I pulled out my phone and made a few calls. First, HR. I told them everything. The affair. The unprofessionalism. The damage she had caused to her own office. She wasn't just going to lose me. She was going to lose everything. Then, I called my lawyer. File the divorce papers. I want her out of my house by tonight. No second chances. No discussions. Just ruin. The same ruin she had planned for me. Maddie lost her job. She lost her house. She lost her perfect little life. Her lover? Didn't want her once she was jobless and exposed. She tried calling me. Begging. Crying. Apologizing. I didn't pick up. I had nothing left to say. Because she had burned it all down. And in the end, she was the one left in the wreckage. Alone. Forever. Thank you for listening to the story to the end. Please like, share your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel.